as you might remember from last time, you hopefully remember from the last video, this is my PMC company Backwater. This is month 1 and week 1 of our VIP protection contract. And as you saw at the end of the intro video, we actually had an engagement go off in week 1. And that mission is a VIP roadblock. So we're going to have to go in and rescue these VIPs. Now this is going to be a raid mission, which means we have to go to the objective, meet its requirements, and then return to the mission. And we have 12 turns to do that. Now I had assigned all of my PMC soldiers to this contract, but I've put Gato and Harvey on Overwatch, which is a new rule with PMC. And so when I do that, I set them aside. They're not actually at the locations. You draw a random Overwatch counter, and at any time during the mission, you can discard that token from that soldier to perform that effect. Now Harvey got the ability to adjust the mission timer by 1, either forward or backward. And that might come in handy on a raid mission. And then Gato got the ability to cancel anytime a hostile with a value of 0 to 4 would move, I can discard his counter to cancel that. So that might come in handy as well. For the mission, I'm running Matrix as my player soldier. And the reason I did that is because this mission has a special condition. After I enter the objective card, I have to select 1 soldier each turn to lose 1 action, because he's hurting the VIPs. He's having to guide them or tell them to keep their heads down, whatever the case may be. So that's why I took Matrix as my player soldier, because he has the fast skill, which gives him an extra action every turn. And then I have Vasquez, Owen. Vasquez and Owen are both NPSs. And then I've got good old Freddy as a squad soldier running this mission. And we went over those different soldiers in the last video, and we'll go over them again as they come up if need be. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right in and draw my starting hand of 5 cards for Matrix. Excellent. I did not get any stress cards, but I do see there's one coming up. All right, so since this is our first mission of the contract, the first week of the contract, there aren't any epic or legendary hostiles in a hostile deck yet. We add those at specific times during the length of a contract. Kevin and I had talked about that, representing how the militants are getting better as you go along, and hopefully we'll get better as we go along too. Now in my starting hand, I did get a location marker, so I'm going to go ahead and draw a location. Ouch. So the only location that I have to play is a deserted area. It's a structure, and it costs 2 actions to play. Well, I guess early in the game is the time to get that, better than late. And of course you can take those from anybody. It's got an entrance cost of 3. Our soldiers at best have moves of, well, actually, Matrix is the only one who's actually going to be slowed down any by this, because his move is 1. I do, however, have some cards that will mitigate that. So I'm going to take 2 actions from Matrix to go ahead and play this location. It's a deserted area. It's got an interest cost of 3. And for our hostile value of 30 to 49, it's only 1 XP of hostiles. Now remember, with Warfighter PMC, it's not the size of the squad that determines your RP for your hostiles. It is actually based on the mission, and this mission is a 40 RP cost mission. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a hostile for that location. It is an RP1 hostile. They are gunmen. Let's see who they're going to target. They are going to target Freddy. They might regret that. And now I get to make some more decisions. And the first thing that I think I want to do is try to suppress those hostiles. At least suppress them, hopefully kill them and take them out. I have put my dice in my token bag from the last game. Should be one more D10. So what I'm going to do is take an action with Vasquez. Now Vasquez is my level 4 non-player soldier. She is soldier number 2 on this mission. She is carrying an M4 carbine, and it has a range 1 kill value of 9. So that first action I'm actually going to use to move her, and she's soldier number 2. And when I move her, she's got a movement value of 3, so she's good there. I'm going to play this on point card, and I'm going to upgun it with the 2 XP that Matrix has from the K-bar knife that he's carrying with him. And that'll let any soldier, when you enter, play when you or any soldier are the first to enter a location after you discard to enter, permanently reduce the entrance cost by 2, or 4 if you upgun it, which is why I spent the 2 XP. So now it's not going to cost anything for Matrix to move in there either. So Vasquez has moved in, and then she's going to take her second action to take a shot at the gunman with her M4. Now she needs a 6 and range 0, but she's also got the marksman skill, which gives her a +1 to her attack rolls. She's got the shooter skill, which gives her +1 to defeat cover. And she has also got an ACOG sight. And that is going to add another 1 to her attack roll. So she needs a 4 to kill one of these guys, and a 1 to get past their cover. She's automatically past their cover. Well, she didn't get a 4 at all. She got 2 1s. So not only did she not kill a guy, she's actually out of ammo. But that will suppress 1 hostile. So we get that going for us. That was very unlucky. Let's hope that doesn't happen again. Let's get that out of our system. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is use my soldier number 3. Soldier number 3 is Owen. He's also an NPS. He's got 2 actions, 3 wounds, and he's carrying the AK-74. He's also got a light Kevlar armor. In fact, he's the only one on this mission who has any armor. So that first action, he is going to move into the deserted area. And then he's going to spend his next action to take a shot at those hostiles. For the AK-74, he needs a 7. He'll need a 2 to get past their cover. This weapon is semi. What do you know? He got a 4 to get past their cover and a 7 to perform a kill. Now, for the longest time, I was just flipping my suppress markers over to kills. I had misread the rule and played it like that for a while. There is no warranty on the accuracy of my interpretation, but I'm pretty sure they're usually good. That was just a misread that made things harder for myself. So now that the hostiles are suppressed, we can move in there and not worry about those guys taking anything from us. I'll go ahead and spend Freddy's action. He is my squad soldier to move him in. And then I could use Matrix's last action to move him to the location as well, and I hope we get lucky on the reinforced draw. And I'm all about pushing my luck, so let's go ahead and give that a shot. So that'll end our soldier turn, or our soldier phase of this turn. And when we enter the hostile phase, the first thing we do is draw for reinforcements. The deserted area has a reinforced value of 0. And we drew a leader with a value of 2. So no reinforcement happened. Hostiles would attack. Then they would close range. I would remove a suppression counter and advance the mission timer. So far, so good. And then I'm going to reset my actions for all of my soldiers. And then I'm going to do a discard and draw. And I'm going to discard 2 and draw 2. Now, one of these is a stress card. This is a jam. Random PMC or random squad soldier or non-player soldier, or I can spend 2 XP to avoid it. That soldier has to waste an action before attacking. So it's random. I've got 3 soldiers who are not player soldiers. So 1 or 2 will be Vasquez, 3 or 4 will be Owen, and 5 or 6 will be Freddy. So Freddy's gun is jammed. He's going to have to waste an action before he can do anything else. And he only gets 1 action, so that's going to take him out this turn. Okay, that was 2 that I drew. And then 3. And 4. No location card, so we're going to stick around here and see what happens. So the first thing I'm going to do is spend an action from Vasquez to have her reload her M4. And I might as well try to take out those hostiles as well. I may have Owen take that shot. Kind of spread out the actions a little bit. He's got the AK-74. So he needs a 7. He got an 8, and the 2 gets past their cover, so that is a kill. And an XP for Owen. So now I can spend more actions to try to draw 4 location cards again. I am going to go ahead and spend the action for Freddy to reload his jammed gun, or to clear that jam. Then I'm going to discard 2 to draw 3. The small hand size of 5 is going to cost me some actions, though most of the soldiers that I play usually have a 6. So it's not too bad. That was another action from Matrix, but I did get a location marker. So we're going to draw another location, see where we're going next. Ambush Alley is the location. So this is free to play, and it's the only location I have, and I need to get there so I can get back. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it, or play it. It's free to play. For the RP value of the mission, it's got a hostile cost of 4, but a reinforcement of none. This is an ambush. Hostiles will gain +2 on attack rolls against soldiers in this location, and it is a structure. So let's go ahead and draw 4 XP worth of hostiles. A harassing mob. Place 1 behind the rearmost, and then advance the turn counter by 1 at the end of each soldier turn. Let's see who they target, because they have the maintain 1 keyword, which means they'll stay 1 away from whoever their target is. And their target is Vasquez. And then we're going to place them 1 behind the rearmost. And that's actually going to put them on the mission card, since my rearmost soldier is in location number 2, according to the keyword sheet. And then I need 2 more XP worth of hostiles. And this is a blocking mob. Place in frontmost. Soldiers cannot leave this location. 3 XP to evade. I cannot evade them. They too are going to target Vasquez. They must have heard about her marksmanship ability. So now they are in my location. Where they can harass us. And again, they're going to target Vasquez, which is okay because we still have actions left, including Vasquez. She's got an action left, and she's going to go ahead and attack that blocking mob. They have a cover of 1, and she needs 6 because she's a marksman and has an ACOG sight. See if maybe I don't want to help her out here a little bit. Okay, I don't have anything that will help her out. So she needs a 6, but she needs a 4 because of the +2 from the roll. That's much better shooting than last time. Good, I'm glad that was a fluke. That is 1 of 3 reticles taken out. We'll go ahead and take another shot with Owen, who will need a 7. Not only did he not get a 7, he hit his reload, but did penetrate their cover, so they'll be suppressed. And then good old Matrix has an action left. He's going to get +1 from the ACOG site that he's got as well. He's also carrying an M4, so he needs a 5. A 10 will be a kill. Not too bad. Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do this turn about that harassing mob. So I'm going to lose 1 turn from the counter at the end of the soldier turn, which coincidentally is now. So we'll drop that down to turn 10. We'll go into the hostile phase. There's no reinforce for where we're at. Oh, I'm sorry. There is a reinforce of 0. And it's militants who have an XP value of 0. They will target. Things could go south here quickly. They will also target Vasquez. Oh man alive. Poor her. And then hostiles will attack. Now there are 2 of them. They only attack at range 0. On a 7 or less, they'll miss. Now her cover is 1. She has no armor, and she's B hit +1. So they're going to need a 7 or greater to hit her. And they got a 7, and they penetrated her cover. So she is going to take a wound. Fortunately, she's tough. She's got 4. I did not bring my medic Harvey on this mission. He's on Overwatch. So she's just going to get continue to go on with that little flesh wound that she just suffered. I'm going to remove a suppression marker from each hostile at the end of the hostile turn. Advance the turn counter. Reset my actions. Now we don't have a lot of time, especially with that harassing mob who is targeting Vasquez. I need to take them out. So here's what I'm going to do. I have a move out card, and I can upgun that. You can perform a move without spending an action. It can be upgunned for any soldier. Owen has an XP, so I'm going to use that to upgun it. And I'm going to move Vasquez back into the mission to take out that harassing mob. And then she will go ahead and take an action, take a shot. It is burst. That will hit and do a kill, but that also hits her reload. And I have a reloading card, but I do not have the XP to upgun it. So she is going to have to spend an action to reload. And then she's done. That didn't work out, but I think it'll be okay. I still think that's the right play. Alright, so the blocking mob has to be attacked. Oh, no. Sorry. That didn't happen. Because we can't leave that location while the blocking mob is there. So the blocking mob has to be taken out before we can leave this location. I am going to have Matrix take a shot at the blocking mob with his carbine with burst shot. He will need a 5 because he has an ACOG sight. He got a 5. They only have a cover of 1, so that will take them out and give him 2 XP. Which will make up for the 1 that I spent with Owen. And then I'm going to make it hard on myself. I'll go ahead and do the same thing with her. Use those actions to do the kill, but keep the reload. Rather than edit this out, you get to watch me fall apart in real time as my plans fail. So they're gone. That's one less unit targeting Vasquez. That leaves the militants in this location. We can leave them behind, and they'll just have to spend their time following us, which might not be a horrible idea. I'm going to spend Freddy's action and move him forward to Ambush Alley. How many reticles are on there? There are 2. I'm going to go ahead and try to take those militants out. Again, I'm going to use Matrix. Actually, I can use one action from Owen. He's got 2. Now let me go ahead and use Matrix. His attack is better, and he has the burst. He does suppress. He does not wound, and he is going to have to reload. So now, I will have Owen take a shot. He's also going to have to reload. No. Yeah, he's going to have to reload, and he had to reload from the last turn, so he is out of actions. That is the drawback to using burst and auto. However, the 2 gets past their cover, and so they're suppressed. They're not going to be moving next turn. So here's what I'll do. I'll spend this reloading card, and I'll upgun it for Owen, so he can reload without spending an action. And then I'll spend an action for Matrix to reload. And play an advance card to have him move for free. Sorry, not advance. The move out card. So I am out of actions. My harassing mob is still harassing. So at the end of my soldier turn, I reduce the timer by 1. I have no reinforces to be done. No, I do. Reinforce 0. I need to not read that as none. So I'm going to draw. And it is a fanatic. He is 0. And he is going to target Vasquez. Really? Make sure I have other numbers in here. I do. I just really like Vasquez. So I've done my reinforce. Next would be attacks. The harassing mob is going to attack Vasquez. They need a 9 or better when they've got 1 wound on them. 1 or more wounds. But Vasquez is B hit +1, so they need an 8 or better. They didn't hit her. They did exceed her cover value, though, so she is suppressed. Get your head down, Vasquez. The militants can't attack because they're suppressed. And then the fanatic... Actually, I need to check something here. Okay, so the harassing mob will not attack Vasquez because they have the maintain keyword followed by a 1, which means they stay 1 away from their target, who happens to be Vasquez. So this turn, they're going to move 1 away from her toward the mission because they're in the same location. They'll attack because the militants can't attack. And the fanatic will move into Vasquez's location. That will end the hostile turn, which is turn 7. Because of the harassing mob. This turn I have to take the mob out and hope another one doesn't come up anytime soon. I have Freddy in that location. Let me reset actions. So at the beginning of the turn, I will spend an action for Vasquez to reload so I don't forget. And then I am going to have, I'm going to have to discard and draw here. I will spend an action from Matrix. I'm glad he has 3 to draw 4 cards. One of those is a stress card, Nerves. Random squad or non-player soldier, or 2 XP. I only have 1, so what's going to happen? Must waste an action before moving. So I'll determine the same way. A 1 is Vasquez. So before she moves, she's going to have to waste an action. That doesn't mean she can't attack. So we'll put that there to remind me she's got troubles. Oh, and one more. Not a location. So I will have Owen, who reloaded using that reload card, take a shot at the harassing mob. He'll need a 7 at range 0. A 10 will get it because a 1 is their cover value. So that's one more kill on the harassing mob. Just one more to take him out. And so let's go ahead and have Freddy do that. I might as well, because I don't have a location marker yet. Oh, nice. I do have this Overcome card, which is new. Or new to me anyway. You can pay 1 action for another soldier to gain 1 action. That's nice. I could give Vasquez an action with that. She's already down to 1 this turn. I'm actually going to have her attack that fanatic, because I don't like him lurking there. I'm going to forget about him. So I'll spend her action to attack the fanatic. And that will hit, because she has the ACOG and Marksman, and she only needed a 6. She'll get 0 XP for that, but she doesn't have that fanatic breathing down her neck. Now before she moves, I still have to waste an action. Alright, so I have Matrix. He's going to take an action to take a shot at the harassing mob. He needs a 5. He has the ACOG sight, but he's not a marksman. A 5 won't get it, but that will suppress them, which means I do not have to do their card text this turn. And he just ran out of ammo again. He's going to stop shooting. Burst is what's going to happen. So I am going to discard 2 to draw 3 with his last action. And still no location marker. It's not looking good for my heroes. I still have to reinforce in the deserted area as I enter the hostile phase. That's a 2. It's an RPG team, so they're not coming in. Thank goodness. Then I would do attacks and moves. I have none because of suppression. And then I'll remove a suppression from each hostile. And in my turn, I'm going to go ahead and waste an action for Vasquez, so I don't forget. And then I'm going to take an action with Matrix to reload. And then I'm going to play and take another action. Actually, I'm going to play a snapshot, which gives me a free attack, and it's going to be a semi-attack because I have a double tap. And when I can play that to declare a semi-attack at range 0 and automatically get an attack roll of 10 and a defeat cover roll of 6. So that will take out the harassing mob. They will go away. And Matrix will get 2 more XP for his trouble. Alright, good. I was kind of low on XP. 3 is better than 1. So Matrix has 2 actions left. I am going to discard 2, including that Overcome, to draw 4. Wow, I drew another Overcome. There's a location marker.